obstacles will arise, success, failures, whatever it may be. But you control your happy. And the way I learned that expression was I went to bury my father in 2012. And I was in a very dark place. I'm overseas. All right, y'all. We back at it. I'm Gabe.
I'm Shui. And today we're talking about the importance of breath. So, Gabe, when it comes to breath, how important do you see it in life, not just in yoga or in exercise?
Well, I take it back to the beginning of life. When one is born, and that experience, we don't always often remember it, but if you're privy to the videotape, and your parents somehow videotape the birth of life, the first thing you notice when that baby comes out of the birth canal, it cries out for breath. And that cry, if it doesn't cry, you're dead. It's almost like, the child never opened its mouth to breathe. But the moment you open your mouth and that cry is let out, you feel the expression of life. That's life, literally breath. So I feel like breath, like you said, in every form is life.
And it really is, and it's something that you see. It's like breath is the first thing you do when you get here, and it's the last thing you take when you leave.
I mean, using that same analogy, think of the wind. When wind comes, you feel it. You couldn't tell somebody, where does the wind come from, where does it go? Because you can't see it, but it's present, you feel it. So like you said, it's the first thing you feel, the last thing you release.
And it like really plugs you in, when you think about when you're nervous.
Absolutely.
Breathing really fast, or when you see somebody to calm down, the entire breathing into like a bag, that the entire point is to like restrict airflow to try to get someone to naturally stop breathing fast, but it doesn't always work, but that's the logic behind it.
Well, the funny part about breath is almost uniquely linked to all of our emotions. So like you said, when you're happy, the breath is unique. When you're sad, the breath is unique. When you're anxious, the breath is unique. When you're scared, when you're hungry, there's all these different things that you notice. Wow, why is my mouth watering? Why is my breath faint? I'm hungry. Oh my God. Wow, why is my breath so deep? Why am I, almost grabbing my knees? I'm exhausted. So these are things that you realize that the breath is, related. It's uniquely linked to those experiences, those emotions.
Very true.
So, absolutely.
And I've even seen that like in yoga. Like started, going to your yoga class, go to Hoda's yoga classes. Even before that, started out in my room.
Absolutely.
And the biggest thing was breath.
That's where it began, because like you said, like the body won't move without breath. So it's like you said, like when we wake up every morning, the beauty of the day, the gift of the day is you. The fact that you were able to breathe again and have an affinity to breathe, a choice to breathe, where you're like, I have a desire to want to breathe again. So that willpower that allows your body to continue to bring in oxygen and release CO2 is the breath experience.
Very true. And it's like, how I see it a lot is when you're in traffic, or at least for me, when I'm in traffic or stuck somewhere, getting stressed out for like no reason, or in a rush for like no reason, and being like, wait a second, let me check in and breathe. Because really all meditation is paying attention to your breath and seeing how that changes your experience of reality. So being in traffic, it's like, oh, I'm freaking out. Take a breath, and it's like, oh, it's kind of a nice day. Wow, like I didn't realize how beautiful the sunset is right now. Like I'm taking this in. I have the opportunity to stop and chill and not be like in this rush grind all the time.
I find it funny actually how people are caught up. We work backwards. What I mean by backwards is breath in every sense is our origin. So if you're breathing, if you have issues where you start realizing like, wow, I'm not feeling all together, or I'm feeling lacking or anything, we look at all these exterior solutions without coming back to the breath first. Something as simple as you said is we're reactive to the environment. So if you're driving, and instead of you understanding or being mindful of that moment where like, wow, I'm without breath at this moment, which is why I'm reactive to the environment around me. Then come back to the breath, which is the meditation. It could be a moving meditation. It could be you in the moment with a dialogue with somebody where they've said something to you that does not agree with your current state of being, and you're like, wow, why am I on edge? Wait a minute, am I breathing? The moment you realize you have restricted your own airflow, that's part of your angst. And then you realize, bring back the breath. And the breath comes and you realize, I'm no longer upset. this person who said words that I do not agree with, I don't even hold to that level. I'm not worried about their opinion.
Yeah.
So why am I that offended?
Yeah. In some ways, it would be like, I feel like we get offended because sometimes we're taking on the feelings of others,
Yes.
not knowing that we're doing it, thinking that it's our own. Yeah, it's like somebody's angry or upset, and then it gets on us, and we're like, why do I feel angry or upset for no reason? Well, it's not like no reason. You're just really empathizing and feeling this other person, their vibration. You're picking up that frequency. You're tuned into that radio station, and it's like, oh, I feel angry and angst. The quote, I'll put it up right here, but it's just like, not allowing somebody else's situation to disturb your peace of mind.
What I always used to say in my yoga classes, control your happy.
Yeah.
And the reason I say this, at the end of the day, life happens. You know, obstacles will arise, success, you know, failures, whatever it may be. But you control your happy. And the way I learned that expression was I went to bury my father in 2012. And I was in a very dark place. I'm overseas. And as I was there, it was amazing to me to watch this lady who was just coming up, this happiness. I'm like, wow, you know. And she comes to me and says, young man, my son, but in the language. And I was like, and she goes, you are blessed because we are here for you. We're celebrating your father. You know, he was a great man. And I was like, and to watch her just with that happiness. And I was like, man, who is that? And they're like, oh, you know, she's just like, you know, the village lady. I said, what does that mean? They're like, well, you know, everyone takes care of her. I said, oh, okay. They're like, because she's blind. I said, she's blind? This woman that I just spoke to, had glasses on, was blind? And they said, yeah, you know, her family died when she was like 4 years. She's what? She has basically no family? She's, how old is her? She's almost like 7 years old. What? But it's like, she's just always happy. She's always singing. And she's like, literally singing the song, and it's raining. And, you know, everybody has umbrellas walking to the church, you know, for my father's funeral. I'm thinking like, I don't want to go and have this emotion, but then to see her smile, her expression, her vibration, it lifted mine.
Yeah.
So that's when I realized, I said, wow, it's a choice. Like, that's when you realize the unification of breath and body, where if you allow breath to become the starting force, the body will follow.
Very true. Very true.
That's why we flow. That's why we do our yoga, because you start to see how everything's connected. You're like, wow, I have this connected tissue where as I breathe in, my lungs are engaged, my diaphragm expands, allows me to grow, get taller, get longer, reach more. Compared to what I thought I had limitations, I couldn't reach more.
Yeah.
So it's just a beautiful expression that breath allows us to almost engage with on a daily basis.
Yeah, very true. It's like, by being mindful of your breath, you choose what your experience is for that day.
Absolutely. Everything in life is the beauty of life in itself, in a nutshell. If you really want to peel back, what is the experience of life in itself? Behind the breath, when I'm, you know, born into this life, when I leave this experience, what is it? What is it all wrapped up in? It's choice. It's the choices we make. We're made up of all our choices. And the choices are formed around our breath.
Yeah.
Whether you're present or you're reactive, or you're, you know, following someone else's breath.
Very true.
So that's the issue. And once you're able to tap and say, wait a minute, is this my breath? Am I truly in this moment, or is it something that's been given to me and I reject, which is why I'm in conflict right now?
Yeah.
So it's that understanding, that honesty where you're like, let me genuinely sit back and think, what is affecting me and why? And then you're able to process, receive it, breathe, and move on.
Very true.
So
yeah, I think we could leave it at that. Like, your breath affects you and why. Let us know in the comments below. Feel free to like, subscribe, share. If this touched you, share with others.
please.
Because if it touched you, it's going to touch others.
Thank you.
So have a nice day.
Thank you.
And namaste.
Namaste. Forward to Khan.